Welcome in, everyone, to the Coach Dan Moore Show right here, courtesy of OhioBobcatsHockey.com. I'm Justin Sampson up here in the mezzanine of Bird Arena with a special guest here today. Coach couldn't be here today, so we got assistant coach and former player himself, Steve Osacky, up here making his first ever appearance on the Coach's Show. How's it feel, Steve?
Feels great. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem. I mean, as long as you can fill in, we love to have the body. Love to get that info. So, you guys were having looked like quite the physical practice out there. You know, coming off the losses against Penn State. I mean, what are you guys really trying to build on this week in preparation for Davenport and Oakland this weekend?
Well, I think taking a look back, if you look at our past 4 games, we've lost 3 of them. So, you know, no matter how good our start was, that for this point, looking back in the last 4 games, it's not good to lose 3. So, we're just kind of, you know, feeling out what we've done so far and what we need to do and to beat the better teams. And you know, the physicality is part of it, and the system that we play, getting a hold of that is another thing. So we're trying to work on all that stuff.
Let's look back on Penn State for a bit. Obviously, you know, you guys have been decimated by injuries. You go in there, they're riding high from just being named the #1 team. So you go into that hostile environment against that rival team. I mean, do you think it was just an example of Penn State really just playing up to that #1 ranking?
Yeah, I think so. I think they're all excited to be in the position they're in this year with their whole organization moving up next year. And it's always a tough place to play, especially for this team being a huge rival, and you know they're pretty hostile over there. So yeah, that team was definitely excited to play. We beat them twice, I think we beat them every time we played them last year. So it was something for them to bounce back from, and they had a good team, and I think they're a little bit more ready than we were. And you know, we played well for a lot of parts of those games, but they found a way to keep us down in both.
Now, going along with the injuries, I mean, you got Rostek, Dover, Meyerhoff out there wearing the red sweaters this week. Is there anyone who has been on the DL that's looking to come back this week?
Yeah, hopefully Nick Rostek. I think we should see him this weekend. As for the rest of them, I'm not quite sure. Some of those guys in red you'll see on the ice. Yeah, like Dover and Meyerhoff are in the red now, but I think they'll keep going strong, and Nick will jump back in the lineup.
Let's touch on Davenport this weekend. Obviously, the defending national champs knocked you guys out of the postseason last year. I mean, is there a little bit of that revenge factor, or is it just sort of business as usual going on the road this week?
No, there's definitely that factor in the mix. There always is. You know, no matter what level you play at, when their team knocks you out, you're ready for them the next year, no matter what time of year it comes. So. Yeah, we'll definitely be looking to get a little payback there.
So, I mean, what are you personally trying to bring to the team this year? I know this is your first year as assistant coach after being a player. I mean, how different has it been being on that other side of the bench?
It's a lot different. I mean, you just gotta. There's a lot of emotion when you're playing the game, so you gotta learn to handle it from the other side. But most of all, I try to just watch the play with my guys out there and put myself in those situations and see where I do things differently from having the experience and where I can help them out.
Well, Steve, Coach Morris and the Bobcats will be back in action this weekend on the road against Davenport and against Oakland. Be sure to stay tuned to OhioBobcatsHockey.com as we keep you updated all the way up until the puck drops this weekend. So, for Coach Steve Osacky, I'm Justin Sampson from Bird Arena. This is Ohio Bobcats Hockey.